Neville Goddard taught me to magnify the Lord for wealth and health, and that's why as a result I manifested large sums of money and I manifested physical healing for my body. In fact, when it comes to my physical healing journey, I already talked about exactly what I had to deal with, and what kind of health struggles I overcame in previous episodes, so I don't want to dive into great detail about that right now. But what I want to share with you, and what I'm incredibly passionate about sharing with you, is how you can use the principle of magnifying the Lord for whatever you want to create in your life. No matter if you want to create wealth, if you want to create health, if you want to create a loving relationship, you can use the exact same principle no matter what you want to manifest. And that's why I now want to share something with you. And what I want to share with you are the exact words of Neville Goddard. And I want you, or let's better say I invite you, to listen to them very carefully. And when I read this quote, I want you to truly feel with your heart, connect with your heart, and imagine what it truly means to magnify the Lord. So here's what Neville Goddard has to say about that. We now identify the Lord as your awareness of being. Therefore, to magnify the Lord is to revalue or expand one's present conception of oneself to the point where this revaluation becomes natural. When its naturalness is attained, you give birth by becoming that which you are one with in consciousness. I want to repeat that again, and it's really important that you carefully listen to these words, because they contain the secret to your wealth and to your health. We now identified the Lord as your awareness of being. Therefore, to magnify the Lord is to revalue or expand one's present conception of oneself to the point where this revaluation becomes natural. When its naturalness is attained, you give birth by becoming that which you are one with in consciousness. So your conception of yourself dictates your physical reality. What you perceive about yourself, the identity that you hold, dictates your outcome in the physical reality, or let's better say in the VR headset, as Dr. Joe Dispenza always calls it. But remember what Neville Goddard said. We now identified the Lord as your awareness of being. In other words, that's the I am again, the powerful I am, which is the result of the becoming. And when you're becoming something or someone, then you're automatically a match to it in your physical reality. So your conception of yourself dictates your physical reality. So what is the I am that you're identifying with? Is it I am healthy, or is it I am sick? Is it I am poor, or is it I am wealthy? Is it I am lovable, or is it I don't deserve any love? I am not worthy of love. What is the I am that you're identifying with? Because your conception of yourself dictates your physical reality. And by magnifying the Lord, by magnifying the I am, the awareness of being, you reach automatically the next level. Think about the words that Neville Goddard chose in this quote. Revalue or expand. So you revalue or expand your present conception of yourself to the point where this revaluation becomes natural. And that's exactly the way how you can change the I am from I am lack to I am abundance, no matter in which field you try to manifest. And speaking of no matter in which field you want to manifest or what you want to manifest, I created the 11 Days to Manifestation Mastery program for you because I wanted to give you the opportunity to master the art of manifesting no matter what you want to manifest, no matter if it's health, wealth, love, no matter what you want to attract in your life. And if you're ready to say yes to this opportunity, you can go to affirmationtomanifestation.com/11 days. That's slash the number 11 and then days. Or you can simply click on the first link in the description. And then I want to ask you, do you value yourself enough to revalue the conception you have of yourself? So many people know exactly what they should believe in order to manifest and what kind of mindsets they should adapt in order to change. But they just don't do it. And they don't do it because they don't value themselves enough to revalue the conception you have of yourself. And that's also the reason why so many people stay stuck in the victim mentality, even though they know exactly how to lift themselves out of it. I mean, if you're subscribed to the Affirmation to Manifestation podcast and you've listened to all of my episodes, or you've listened to at least 100 of my episodes, then right now you have no excuse whatsoever to stay in this victim mentality. But if the answer to the question, do I value myself enough to revalue the conception that I have of myself, is no, then you still need to work on your perception of yourself before you can actually revalue the conception that you have about yourself. You need to first change your perspective about life, about yourself, in order to then see yourself as a new person and become the new I am. And that's exactly what the process of revaluation and expanding is all about. I want to say it again in Neville Goddard's words. Therefore, to magnify the Lord is to revalue or expand to the point where this revaluation becomes natural. And that's exactly what you're doing with this process. And if you want to work with me on achieving this new I am, on reaching this new frequency, and on having it so much easier to attract what you want into your life, you can go to affirmationtomanifestation.com/coaching, or simply click on the second link in the description. And then, speaking of expansion, expand your heart in order to expand your awareness of that which you feel to be and that which you want to become. And this is one of the most important things that I've done in my personal life, to create brain and heart coherence on a regular basis, to tune into my heart, to feel my heart. And yes, that is something that I've learned primarily from Dr. Joe Dispenza. I want to give credit where credit is due. Neville Goddard talks about it in more of a theoretical sense, but when it comes to the meditations from Dr. Joe Dispenza, especially the ones that focus on the heart and opening the heart, creating brain and heart coherence, that's some really powerful stuff. And that's also why in one of the modules of the 11 Days to Manifestation Mastery program, I not only show you how you can activate certain energy centers in your body and how to use the energy in these centers to become a powerful, deliberate creator, but I also show you in great detail in one of the modules in the 11 Days to Manifestation Mastery program how you can activate this center of creation, and that's exactly what your heart is. So expand your heart in order to expand your awareness of that which you feel to be and that which you want to become. Because when you create brain and heart coherence, or when you simply tune into your heart, let's even go one step back and simplify it even more. You tune into your heart and you feel elevated emotions, and you do that on a regular basis. You condition your heart to feel on the frequency of love. And this will already help you so much to expand and to revalue your present conception of yourself. And then you can do that to the point where it becomes natural, which means where what you want to manifest is the most natural thing for you, and then it can flow to you. And becoming that which you are implies that you already are. And this is exactly the natural progression that Neville Goddard talks about. It's becoming that which you want. It's assuming the state of the wish fulfilled and the feeling of the wish fulfilled. The paragraph, becoming that which you are, already implies that you already are. And that's exactly the process of attaining this feeling of naturalness. Because when it feels so natural that it's already a part of your life, and it feels like you already are it, then you can become it, because in an imaginary sense, in a spiritual sense, in a sense of embodiment, you already are. And that's why you're a perfect vibrational match to it. And once the revaluation has become natural, aka it feels as if it was already true, you have successfully magnified the Lord. Because remember, we have identified the Lord as your awareness of being. That's what Neville Goddard said. And what he means by these words is that you are in this process changing your awareness of being. You are now not only aware that you are a new person, but by becoming aware of being a new person, you become this person in the process. Because remember, you have to link it again to the idea of the naturalness principle. When it feels natural, that's when it comes to you. And it can only feel natural if you go through that process of reevaluation, of expansion, and you then change your present conception of yourself to the point where it becomes natural, and where this new awareness of yourself and this process of becoming the new version of yourself, aka the rich and wealthy version of yourself, or the healed version of yourself, or the version of yourself who is in a fulfilling, loving relationship. When this process feels so natural, and this feeling, this state feels so natural, that's when you've magnified the Lord, because then you have reached this new awareness of being. And that's what I wanted to share with you today. And if you enjoyed watching this video, please send out some love to the YouTube universe by giving this video a big thumbs up. And I would also appreciate it if you would leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know what you think about my video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to click on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever I release a new video for you.